Greetings, friends. Prepare for another thrilling journey as we delve into Reddit's most bizarre tales. We're plunging deep into the quirkiest corners of the web. Grab your popcorn and join us on this adventure. Remember to hit subscribe and like. Let's begin. It was a bright, crisp Monday morning when everything changed for me. The day started like any other. My wife and I had breakfast together, a routine we had perfected over the last 12 years of being together. Little did I know that this morning would be a turning point in my life. After breakfast, as my wife busied herself getting ready for work, I noticed something unusual in her handbag. It was an envelope, not just any envelope, but one that looked oddly personal. I don't make it a habit of going through her things, but something inside me urged me to check it. My heart pounded as I carefully pulled out the contents. Inside was a birthday card, and scrawled on it in a handwriting I didn't recognize were words that made my blood run cold. I miss our time together and the sex we had. Accompanying the card were several photos of them, together. One photo showed them kissing. I couldn't believe it. I stared at the evidence, my hands trembling, feeling the world around me shatter in silence. For a moment, everything felt surreal, as though I were trapped in some horrible dream. I glanced up at my wife, still moving about the house, completely oblivious to the emotional bombshell that had just exploded inside me. I knew I had to confront her, but how could I do it without completely losing my mind? I waited until she came back to the kitchen. Without a word, I laid the envelope on the table and asked, in a voice that barely felt like mine, "Care to explain this?" Her reaction was immediate and visceral. She visibly panicked, her face drained of color, and she stammered, unable to string together a coherent sentence at first. Then she blurted out, "I was going to tell you. I swear. It's over. I ended it because I realized I still love you. I want to have a baby with you." A baby? After all this? Her words felt like daggers, stabbing at the already open wound. She explained her affair away with weak excuses, saying that she was trying to find herself, that she had missed the lightheartedness in our relationship, and she couldn't handle my constant ruminating. As if all of this, the betrayal, the lies, could be justified by her wanting to rediscover her sense of self. It was hard to process. We had been together for over 12 years, married for 5. I had uprooted my entire life for her, moving from London to her hometown, sacrificing my career, my friendships, and the city I loved. I eventually found a job that I enjoyed and made decent money, and we had even bought a house together, a project we had been working on as a symbol of our future. And in the span of a few moments, all of that seemed insignificant in the face of her betrayal. It wasn't just that she had cheated, it was the timing. In the past 2 years, life had thrown some pretty hard punches at us. Her father had a stroke, and my father passed away within that same window. I'll admit, I've been lost in my own head a lot, trying to make sense of the grief and the weight of responsibility. Maybe I hadn't been the perfect partner, but neither had she. Marriage, like everything, is a two-way street, right? The past few days since the confrontation have been a blur. A roller coaster of emotions. One moment I'm calm, the next I'm on the verge of tears. There have been times when I just break down and cry because I don't know what else to do. I keep replaying the moment I found out in my head over and over again. The humiliation, the rage, the heartbreak. It's all there, a constant storm in my mind. Despite everything, we're still together. We've had some honest conversations where we agreed that we both made mistakes in our relationship and that we needed to work on things. I'm trying to show her that I'm the man she fell in love with, the man who made her want to get married in the first place. I've been keeping it together as much as I can, trying not to freak out or let my emotions get the best of me. On the surface, life continues as though nothing has happened. We've even had sex since I found out, and it was passionate and intense, almost like we were reconnecting. But in the back of my mind, I can't stop picturing her with him. I wonder if I'm better than him, if she was more satisfied with him than she is with me. It's an exhausting mental battle, one that I don't know how to win. I find myself in this strange place, trying to be the bigger person, trying to keep our marriage intact. Part of me refuses to let the other guy win her over, but at the same time, I realize that I can't control how she feels or what she chooses to do. My plan, as fragile as it is to give this a trial run until the end of the year. Maybe by then, I'll have a clearer picture of whether this relationship is salvageable or if it's better for both of us to walk away. It's hard, though. Every time we're around her family, I marvel at how she manages to act as if nothing has happened. She laughs, she jokes, she carries on with the day-to-day, while I'm silently screaming inside. How does she do it? How can she be so composed, so unaffected by the turmoil she's caused? I wonder if I'm making a mistake by staying. Is this really something I can move past? Can we ever get back to the way things were, or will this affair always hang over our heads like a dark cloud, ready to pour down on us at any moment? I don't know. I honestly don't have the answers. What I do know is that I'm giving it everything I've got to try and make it work, even though I'm not sure if that's the right choice. She's promised that the affair is over and that she wants to move forward with me, maybe even start a family. But how can I trust that? How do I know she's not just saying what she thinks I want to hear, the same way she probably lied to me when the affair was happening? Trust is fragile. Once it's broken, it's almost impossible to rebuild. I want to trust her again, but there's a part of me that's so deeply hurt, so irrevocably scarred, that I don't know if I'll ever be able to fully believe her again. As I sit here, writing all of this down, I can't help but feel a sense of loneliness. Even though I'm still with my wife, it feels like there's a vast chasm between us, one that may never close no matter how hard we try. I don't want to feel this way forever. I want to feel whole again. I want to feel like I'm enough for her, but I'm not sure if that's possible anymore. For now, all I can do is take it one day at a time, trying to make the best of a situation that feels unbearable. I'll see how things go until the end of the year, and then I'll decide. Maybe by then, the pain will have subsided. Maybe by then, I'll have found a way to forgive her. Or maybe by then, I'll have realized that it's time to walk away. Only time will tell. But no matter what happens, I know that I deserve better than this. Whether it's with her or without her, I need to find a way to heal and move forward. Because I can't live like this forever, caught between hope and despair, love and betrayal. I need to find peace, one way or another.